Hi friend, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and today, once again, I'm excited because we're talking all about protecting our gear. And now, we're hitting our next video, so roll your sleeves up because we're getting into the heavy duty stuff here. Let's dive in. So today, we're talking about waterproof Pelican style cases. So let's define what that looks like first, okay? I've got a couple here with me. One's a true Pelican, one's kind of an off-brand. Okay, this here is my little friend. It's got a bunch of stickers on it from a lot of places. It is a Pelican brand case. You can Google them. Pelicans are pretty stinking awesome. They're a waterproof plastic case, okay, with flip latches like these, okay? They come in various sizes. Now the big ones can get a little pricey, but for smaller pieces of gear, they are really awesome. And there are some alternatives on the market that do work really well. Okay, so let's take a quick tour of what a Pelican case is, what you can expect from it. So as I mentioned, Pelican cases, they have rolling ones. This is a 1550, I believe, which is the carry-on style. You can put this in the carry-on bin on an airplane. A lot of people use them for cameras and stuff. Okay, and I've got a bunch of stickers on them. Whether that was a good idea or not, I don't know. So this one's wheeled, and it has the 1550, I believe it is, has a luggage handle that comes out, perfect for traveling use. Okay, also has a handle here on the front. So Pelican cases have latches, small ones, just two on the front. Larger ones have ones on the side as well. They have a flip lid with a hinge. It's 1510. It says right there. They are lifetime warranted, though there are some, I think you have to ship it in for that, but they sell parts. And so, because things that get broken, if these latches open up on an airplane, which they do sometimes, or TSA doesn't close them all the way right, and they can get broken off in the belts and stuff, so you'll have to replace those if that happens. But I've had this one since 2012, 2011, and it's rock and roll. It's been all over the country. So then on the inside, you get a little bit of lid space generally. I know you can't really see that, but there's about an inch of lid space. And then you get this big area down here. Now, this is just kind of a work box where I throw all kinds of stuff. And, you know, and so when you buy a Pelican, you typically get that pick and pluck foam that I was talking about included. You can buy them no foam, which is usually if you're gonna get foam custom made. Okay, and so you can place fixtures and stuff in here with the same method that we used in the last video, which you can catch here, the DIY plastic bin method. Okay, where we just literally took a fixture packaging from the box, placed it inside our case, placed the fixture in there, foamed around it to fill it out. Now the biggest benefit of this style case is that they're waterproof and pretty darn impossible to beat up and break. Okay, they don't have all the larger sizes, so like a big, 30, 40 pound moving light, is not gonna go well in a Pelican case. Okay, they're not made for that. But for smaller fixtures, PAR, stuff like that, this is a case where if you buy the Pelican or you buy an off-brand, because there's a lot of off-brands out there, like Harbor Freight here in the US sells a house brand Pelican style case, which is pretty good. Is it as nice as this one? No, but it's like half the price, right? And so, you weigh that out. For example, here's one. This is a Light Shark console case that I have behind me here. And WorkPro, the makers of the Light Shark, they have a case company. I know it's not fitting in the view that big. But they have a case. It's a larger case, as you can see, but it still has the luggage handle and wheels. And it's backwards. And this says 2 side latches, 2 front. Now, if you do ship it through UPS or anything like that, or on an airplane, zip tie these shut. And I cut the zip ties. And the reason you do that, 2 reasons. One, if the latch gets opened accidentally in transit, it doesn't spill your contents everywhere. Number 2, if TSA checks it, you will know right away because it will not be zip tied. Or I put in a little piece of paper, I think I have it in my other Pelican, in a plastic sleeve that says, I just put it on top. So you open it, you see that paper, it says TSA, please reclose with zip ties. So if it's reclosed with zip ties and they didn't clip the extra off, I know that TSA was in there. I check it before I leave the airport. Maybe I'm crazy. I've never had an issue with anything being missing, but you want to be safe, you know? So we take this, and TSA does like to check Pelicans because people put guns in them, and so they want to know about those. So look, there's some stuff in here. So you open this up, and this guy has some pick and pluck foam and some stickers and random stuff in it, and a White Shark note. Hey, look at that. So this is the pick and pluck foam I was talking about, where a lot of the sheet is missing, but you literally have this foam block with these little tiny squares. And you take these little tiny squares, you fit your gear around them, you can write on this in Sharpie, and then you pull out the little squares that you want to get rid of. So you pull out the depth of the little squares and then the horizontal as well. You fit them in, and then the remaining space can fit your gear really well and protect it, okay? These kind of cases are really great. This one, I've kind of done a hybrid of the two, where I have this foamed out for a Light Shark, but I can also put an NX Wing in here from Onyx. And this bottom piece of foam is one that I cut. You can see maybe there's a little bit of serration marks there where it caught up a little, where I took a piece of 2-inch foam and I cut with that blade around in the circle. And I did it over here, right? And then I can set the console on top. I actually don't need this piece. And then there's a piece of foam in the lid that protects the console from the top, and it's totally good to rock and roll. Okay, so these Pelican style cases are a really great option for smaller fixtures, cables, stuff like that. They're also good in cahoots. Excuse me, let me just get rid of this. They're also good in cahoots or in combination with the other cases we talked about. If you think about it, say you buy a Pelican style case or a real Pelican case, and you use it to store your cables. It's got a handle, it's got wheels, you can roll it around, okay? Maybe you store like pretty much all your cables in it. If you have a cart that you're taking into your gig, you can put the Pelican style case on the bottom, right? Then put, you know, a plastic bin style case, maybe with some fixtures on top of that. Then on the very top, you can put a bag, right? A bag with some cables or with another fixture. Then the bag doesn't get crushed, the plastic bin doesn't get smashed, the Pelican's on the bottom, so if you drop it down hard or anything like that, it's fine. The Pelicans are pretty much, I don't want to say indestructible, but I do know that on many shows, people will take Pelicans, and I've done this too, lay them flat and use them as a quick little step to get up onto a riser or something like that. Is that a totally OSHA approved correct step? No, but it works, and they will hold the weight and they will rock and roll and not break, okay? Though the branded Pelicans, like this off-brand one, definitely has more flex in the lid. I mean, the Pelican, I can stand and pretty much jump on it, and there's not a lot of flex in the lid. And that's, you know, what you pay for the name brand for, right? So I hope you enjoyed this look at these kind of cases, Pelican style cases, and how they can protect your gear. If you're interested in more stuff, if you're new to lighting, head over to LearnStageLighting.com, get my free guide to begin with lighting. It's going to show you how to get started, how to create some really awesome lighting for your specific type of lighting. And if we can ever help you out with gear, hit us up over at LearnStageLightingGear.com. We'll see you guys in our next video. Thanks.